This is TV Sports 27, and you're in the middle of an NFC East showdown. First place in the NFC East on the line, a win for the Washington Commanders, and you'll have three teams at 6-4, but one team, the Commanders, with a win over the Eagles and the Cowboys, which will put them in sole possession in first place. A win for the Eagles puts them at 7-3 and will put them way up top, way ahead of the Cowboys and the Commanders. Commanders rocking with Kevin Falk in the backfield as Corey Dillon went out with an injury in the first half. J.P. Lossman turned in another impressive performance here in this one. But it's a low-scoring one in the rain, 7-0. Commanders, as you can see, obviously starting this one off. Nicely done, Ernie Cronwell, with the reception from J.P. Lossman. And Lossman doing a very, very nice job in relief of starting quarterback Mark Bulger. Slow start to the year for the Washington Commanders. This is week number 11. We always have folks that ask on YouTube, what week is this? If you look in the description down below, we always post what week, what game, what half this is. So do check that out if you're ever wondering. And we do have a playlist as well, which will keep things in a nice little orderly fashion for you guys. But J.P. Lossman, the tough task of coming in and trying to keep this thing going where the Commanders had finally started to win. And you've seen it so much in real life where the backup comes in and the team starts losing all of a sudden. J.P. Lossman trying to keep this thing afloat, and another nice run for J.P. Lossman. How about the moves? I don't think people expected that out of him coming in. Eagles might want to start thinking about a little QB spy here.
First down from the on.
Appreciate you guys tuning in, whether you're watching live with us on Twitch. There we go. Kevin Falk finally breaking loose. Huge run for Falk. We stream live on Twitch, and then we record and upload to YouTube. We also drop all these early and ad-free on our Patreon page months before they come out. We are recording this video in November. We are streaming on Twitch in November. It will come out on YouTube at the end of March. So that's how early and ad-free you can get these things if you sign up at Patreon. Yes, 7-9. It's the rain, It's a classic battle in the rain. Sloppy play. That's what the people love. They love the weather games. Those are going to start, little by little. Everyone's getting these fancy dome stadiums. But the people love it. 2nd and 7, J.P. Lossman. Oh, my goodness. Looking for John Jones, who had a touchdown against the Bengals last week. 3rd and 7 for the Commanders in field goal range. Lossman wants another touchdown. Lossman. Terrell Owens, 2nd touchdown of the day for T.O. Commanders put 13 on the board.
Terrell Owens catches this one easily with no one around to stop him. Where was the defense? Well, they were nowhere on this play, which made that an
J.P. Lossman coming in to the NFC East champions home. Lincoln Financial, one of the toughest places to play in the National Football League. Rowdy fans. And J.P. Lossman, 14-0. T.O. with 2 touchdown grabs. And Chad Pennington, for the first time in the second half, steps onto the field for the Philadelphia Eagles and will try to respond to that opening drive touchdown from J.P. Lossman and Terrell Owens. And there you can see why this game is so important. A win for the Commanders, and the Cowboys did win. They are at 6-4, even though it's not reflected there. They did win. It would be a three-way tie up top the division, but we beat the Cowboys, and we would have beaten the Eagles. So that's going to make these games coming up later on down the stretch. We got the rematch with Philly. It's going to be at our stadium. Then we're going to go to Dallas. Boy, SK Money, if you want to see low scoring, you need to check out the replay of the Cowboys Commanders game from earlier this season. What was it, like 7-5 or something was the final? It was something crazy, or 5-3. This team had a hard time scoring points early on, but they have gotten it together here down the stretch. Chad Pennington, though. This Eagles offense looking like the Commanders offense of the first couple of weeks. Holding against the Commanders, so we will decline that. And the offensive struggle. Listen to the Philadelphia fans. They're going to start rioting soon. You know, they get antsy in Philly. This offense having quite the time. The blackout unis trying to go big time with the division lead on the line. T.O. Oh, man. T.O. could have hit that gap with a little more speed. He might have been gone. This is going to be a big business drive on this one. If the Commanders, if we get the ball in the end zone. Look at that. The scoreboard glitched out at the bottom. If we can get the ball in the end zone on this drive, it's going to really put this Eagles team in a bad situation here. Kevin Falks only had that one really good run. There you can see the angry Eagle frustrated fans. They've had enough. They want to run Andy Reid out of town. Send him to Kansas City or something. Kind of a blitz. Gets it to Darrell Jackson. J.P. Lossman having a terrific game continuing here. There you see 9 of 12, 135, the 2 touchdowns. Get that man a photo. Come on. 3rd and 4. Lossman. A tight one to Jackson. 1st down. Maybe you guys can help JP Lossman get a photo by supporting TV Sports 27. Follow on Twitch. Subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on X, Patreon, Streamlabs, and Ko-Fi. And with your support, JP Lossman might just find his photo. So check us out. Ko-Fi, Streamlabs, Patreon, Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch. Follow along, subscribe, and support the channel. Support TV Sports. Lossman from behind. That's what happens. Lack of support, and JP Lossman eats the turf. These guys are showing their support, though. Our Patreon members, thank you guys so much for being supporters of TV Sports 27. Appreciate all of you guys and your assistance with keeping this channel alive. And maybe us buying a new Xbox 360 controller here. JP Lossman on 3rd down. Oh. I want to look at the replay. T.O. might have been wide open. Here's some pretty good numbers for JP Lossman. Let me look one more time. Was T.O. open and I just missed it? Let's look. No, he was pretty covered. It was after the pass was made. Oh, my goodness. Nice job by the linebacker making that play. So 3rd and 17. Lossman. Yep, could not get rid of that. Eagles have roughed up Lossman quite a bit in this game. I only think he took the 1 sack, right, last week against the Bengals, but this Eagles defense has certainly gotten back through there and knocked JP Lossman around a time or two. 14-0 Eagles. And there you can see the struggles of this Eagles offense today. 1 first down.
They need to put a drive together and get into the end zone.
For your 6th win. I mean, the team, when we played the Bengals, they only had 3 wins. They looked like a 6-win team with how good Ben played. This Eagles team with 6 wins looks like a 3-win team. And again, oh, that should have been, holy smokes, that should have been a pick 6 by Beasley.
himself in prime position.
Oh my goodness.
That football before the receiver even had a shot at it.
They have really gotten after the ball as a team today. That is their 5th batted ball.
Pennington
throws up big.
finally completes it, but we got a flag.
The markers for a first down.
Pass interference, who they calling it against? Against the Commanders, so the play will stand, and the Eagles get their 2nd first down of the game. Up the middle to Henry, and there's another first down.
That brings up first down.
Eagle fans starting to get back into this one now.
Travis Henry sticks close to his blockers here. And it pays off.
A well-designed play there, people.
I'm gonna sack you like a bag of chips, Pennington. Single back.
Did you hear that? Someone called out Pennington. Chad Pennington. Pennington. Oh my goodness. Anthony Becht. Send him back to the XFL.
Right guy for his quarterback, but he's unable to catch that ball over the middle.
That's the 3rd incompletion his way, Peter.
Yeah, and he's starting to look a little frustrated down there, too.
Second down with the
Back on the ground to Henry. Nice running from Henry back-to-back plays.
And that brings up 3rd down.
Travis Henry can thank his blockers for that last play. If it wasn't for them, that play would have tanked.
Fans doing the wave. They got a little bit of excitement here. 4th quarter coming up for the Philadelphia Eagles. And they have their best offensive possession of the game going on right now.
And that'll do it for the 3rd quarter.
Commanders up 14-0.
14-0.
With first place in the NFC East on the line. I did not think when we were 1-4 that we were going to be anywhere close to the NFC East, but here we are. Oh my goodness, looked like he was looking for Becht, and yeah, they
Kevin Hardy did a brilliant job.
got to be on the same page.
That pass didn't have a chance.
So Hall's going to come on, attempt a long 51-yarder in the rain to try to get the Eagles on the board, and not going to make it.
Has it sailed just left to the upright.
John Hall sees his field goal attempt get waterlogged. There's the kick.
Pretty funny, if you get the right angle, they got a big old picture of T.O. in number 81 up in their stadium here on the other side. But while T.O. scored 2 touchdowns on him in Commander Gold and Burgundy. Well, hoping that we are going to see, can we get a more, I know they said like back spasms. Do we have like a more official injury report? They just say out, so. And they don't even have, I mean, they don't even got Mark Bulger listed here. It's going to be rough. It's going to be rough if Corey Dillon extended period of time is out, because Kevin Falk, at least in this game, not been doing a whole lot here. Lossman's pass is knocked down.
We stop him right here and right now. Down.
3rd and 11 for the Commanders. Lossman. Oh my goodness, it's intercepted. Boy, oh boy, what's been a very, very good day for J.P. Lossman. Comes up with that INT. Oh, man, you hate that for him.
Rob Morris managed to intercept that ball even in these slippery.
That's a linebacker, too.
Has to be alert.
Of course, he was looking for Terrell Owens. You know, eventually, T.O. with 2 touchdowns, that defense is going to start zeroing in on T.O.
The Eagles are going to try and capitalize on the reception. They'll start this drive at
What a catch. Holy smokes.
Is well past the markers for a first down.
Corn Robinson had 3 guys covering him, but look,
Chad Pennington just
incredible catch.
right in there to Robinson, taking a page out of Ben Roethlisberger's playbook from last week.
Sometimes when you find yourself locked in a matchup like that, it's simple.
Washington, we stay here in this area. We got the Pittsburgh Steelers on the road up next. Oh my gosh, Mike Rumpt and Robinson goes back-to-back, and the Eagles on the board. Taking advantage of the J.P. Lossman turnover. Easy, easy possession, easy touchdown.
But he's also got legs. Watch. There's the grab. And now the run. It's all about desire, baby. How bad do you want it?
That's his first touchdown of the day.
And I think he's a guy
Eagles on the board.
Catches. He sets a high standard for himself, and he usually meets it.
Here's the extra point, and it's good. The ref gets the signal, and we're set. Hall rockets this one.
All right. Pressure falls back onto the Washington Commanders here. Because now the Eagles kind of starting to pick up that energy. And usually, we saw this too in the Commanders game. Not, boy, a 13-play, 34-yard drive. Not really a lot of in-between. It's either a 3-and-out or you're going 80 yards and getting a touchdown. Nice. That for Kevin Falk, that's nice. Picking up those 4 yards.
Ball chews up 4 yards, and that brings up second down.
5.5 to play. Lossman. It's another interception. Are you kidding me? Oh my God. The great Peter Boulware sliding down in the rain. Well, now you're starting to see the rookie come out. Boy, that's unfortunate for J.P. Lossman. What was going to go down is him having one of his best games so far of his young NFL season is going to be looked at as having those 2 interceptions. Chad Pennington just breaking 100 yards, 40% completion percentage. Boy, that's a killer when you have such a good day and then people are going to zero in and, oh, look at those interceptions he threw. Henry! Touchdown, Eagles! Oh my God, they've come back. Oh my God. How about the speed from Henry?
And that's what the O-line gets paid for.
He gets the TD and a little congratulations from his teammates.
Well deserved, Dan.
Now the point after, and it's good.
Oh man.
The ref gets the signal, and we're set. Hall booms a beauty here. McIntyre decides to take it out of the end zone. Tackled at the 20.
Jarris McIntyre took it out of the end zone, and while it may have been a little risky, he gets out close to the 20, so it all comes out in the wash on that play.
The Redskins have turned the ball over the past 2 times out. They need to hold on to it as they start this drive at their own 20-yard line.
Lossman. Oh my goodness. Got that one into Cronwell. SK Money's going to come back and be like, wasn't it 7-0? Yeah, a lot of points going up on the board now. I'm reading about Travis Henry. Apparently his NFL career was cut short. Almost like a Josh Gordon situation because he is, oh my God. Because he was going to town on the marijuana there. And he was in Colorado, so before his time, I suppose.
Second down, 2 wideouts on the field.
Boy, he took a lie detector test and all this stuff. That's crazy. Lossman. I don't know how Lossman got rid of that one. And for the third time in Philadelphia, Terrell Owens is in the end zone. We come into this with the Clarissa Thompson reporting that he hadn't scored a touchdown all year. They said he had 4. That would be 7. J.P. Lossman, after 2 horrific drives, bounces back, pressure in his face, finds T.O., and the Commanders back on top.
Here's the extra point, and it's good.
Boy, it's too bad reading, even like after his NFL career, Travis Henry just had a lot of issues with drugs and stuff, and he had a couple, 1,300-yard seasons in his career, so he could have been something big, but that's tough.
Nnamdi Asomugha tried to run it out, but the defense preferred that he stayed put.
Anyhows, all that to be said, we are 4 minutes to play, and the Eagles feeling like, boy, they had come right back into this one. Oh, wait a minute, backwards pass. Somebody pick it up. Mike Rumpf has it. Are you kidding me? The Commanders. Look at the points now. Backwards pass from Chad Pennington. Oh, it should have been a scoop and score, but maybe we can run some more time off the clock. Or we... Oh, the Eagles. Andy Reid is going to challenge. That looked like a backwards pass. Look at that. That Eagle is muddy.
This is their first challenge of the game, and even if they lose this one, they still have one challenge left.
Dan, we've got to look at the pass itself and see whether the ball is moving forward or backwards. That will tell us what happens to the call. That looks like a lateral to me.
Dan thinks it's a fumble, I'll tell you that much. Why don't we hear anything? Stand, yes. So the Eagles charged a timeout.
That will cost them a timeout, and you have to believe that he is not very...
Pennington frustrated. That kind of took our momentum because we were going to try to take a shot at the end zone here. I think we'll still take a shot. Well, JP can finish with 4 touchdown passes despite the interceptions here. Look at this. Oh, my goodness. Jabbar Gaffney. Oh, that would have been touchdown pass number 4.
But the pass, it never made it to the receiver.
Potential for a quick first down, but no, they cannot hook.
That's frustrating. I mean, that was a hard hit, but... Oh, an off-tar. I think he was looking for T.O., yeah. Not often, but we've seen a couple of those missed communication plays from Lossman and his receivers. So 3rd and 10. Lossman is... Boy, oh boy. We're just going to pretend that he didn't try to do that. So 3 and out after the turnover. Can we at least get some points? Morton Anderson. Field goals are tough. We're playing on like all pro or whatever the middle mode is. And the kicking meter goes fast. Oh my God. Have I made a kick all year? Kick's tough. Kicking is tough in this game. Maybe they'll get rid of Anderson after this season. Well, all that excitement, that could have really put the game away. The Eagles are going to have another life.
As they start this drive at their own 27-yard line. Henry goes in motion.
Woo! Seahorn, if he had 10 fingers, that might have been INT.
Swatted that one away cleanly. The receiver didn't have a prayer in getting that one.
A nice defensive play will give him his second batted ball of the game.
Despite the 14 points, Commanders defense. Well, announcer jinx. Never mind. There goes Travis Henry. Tie game. I'm not even going to say what I was going to say. I just announced or jinxed myself. Oh, that was killer not taking advantage of that turnover.
Look at this run, Dan. Everything worked out to perfection. Look at the fluidity of the running style. There's no wasted motion.
2 big touchdown runs for Travis Henry in the last couple of drives to put 2 touchdowns on the board. 21-21. 5 second-half touchdowns on the rain, and once again, J.P. Lossman finds himself with the opportunity to be the hero. As a reminder, those of you that are just tuning in on Twitch, those of you that don't recall on YouTube, this is for first place in the NFC East. First place is on the line. Middle of the field has been where Lossman wants to go. Kevin Falk, nice run by him for 4.
That brings up second down.
Watch the counter. Watch the counter. Counter. Double dive. Double dive.
Clock will run down to 3 minutes here. Lossman wants to run it. Look at the speed for J.P. Lossman.
Runs out of bounds at the 41. It will be first down.
That's how we do it.
My goodness.
Does a little last-minute razzle-dazzle here.
Look at that. He's got speed.
Some yards.
44 yards on the ground for J.P. Lossman. Lossman looking for T.O. Can't slip that one in there. It falls incomplete.
Jammer came in and got a hand on that football and left no chance for a reception there.
They have really gotten after the ball as a team.
Lossman's confidence, though, not playing like a rookie these last 2 games.
Second down, one man back.
Nice job, Henderson. Wow, I don't think he's caught a pass all year.
First down.
William Henderson. Could potentially be the final play before the 2-minute warning here. Kevin Falk is going to get the Commanders pretty close to field goal range. They're going to come out with one more play here, perhaps, right before the 2-minute warning. Do you trust Morton Anderson? You just saw what happened. They are going to run it here, and Falk does get the first down.
That will bring up first down.
So 2 minutes to play, 21-21 here.
First down, and this is the 7th play.
Eagles with all 3 timeouts. And Falk coming up with his biggest runs of the day here. Jeff Albert comes up injured, who I thought was Brian Urlacher earlier when I saw Urlach. I said Urlacher. They have to take a timeout, right? Yeah, okay, they did. I was going to say, make sure they take a timeout for that. Kevin Falk, first down. Kevin Falk running it well now. And at some point, you might take a shot into the end zone, but if you can get the Eagles to use all their timeouts here, maybe you run it one more time, get them to take 40 seconds off the clock, and then you take one shot at maybe a Terrell Owens, who's been pretty good today. Then you take that field goal. Oh, Kevin Falk was waiting for some of those blockers to set up here. Or, if you want to play really conservative here, you run it one more time, get another 40 to come off the clock. What do you guys think? Do you take a shot, or do we play? I think we run the ball in the middle. I know we just missed a kick. I think we play really conservative here. try to get this field goal. We're much closer this time. Run another 40 seconds off the clock. They are all out of timeouts. If they had a timeout, we would definitely make a throw here. So we got to hope we make the kick. That was all Kevin Falk on that drive. Give him some credit there. Morton Anderson, shot at redemption here. 36 yards, got to take the wind into effect. I think that's part of it, too. In 2K, the wind really affects kicks more than it does in Madden. So I got to really make sure that wind is taken into account here. That should be perfect. Come on. The wind. And it's beautiful. And the Washington Commanders on the road. Rookie quarterback J.P. Lossman in his second start takes the lead. No timeouts. 27. TV Sports 27. 27 seconds to go.
Asamuga catches it back at the 6. Stopped at the 25.
Nnamdi Asamuga got waylaid by the defense before he was able to put Munch on the run back.
We'll see what Chad Pennington's got here.
The game from well in their own territory, and the clock at 23.
Pennington. It is caught. 19 seconds. They go hurry up, of course.
The clock continues to tick down.
And they will spike it with 11 seconds to play. Lots of chatter down there. Lots of chatter. Let's see some chatter.
Second down. The clock is stopped at 11.
Pennington. Woo!
And they can't connect.
You almost got to go sideline now or Hail Mary. They look like they're lining up Hail Mary mode. Wind it down for Philly. They throw it deep. No one's even back there. And the Eagles are going to have one more shot at it.
Bring up fourth down.
One final shot for the Eagles. Incomplete. Jason Sehorn knocks the ball out from Robinson, who got the touchdown earlier. The Eagles fall at home on blackout day. And we are in first place in the NFC East. 3 teams at 6-4. But the Commanders with wins over the Eagles and the Cowboys, we have come from 1-4 and won 5 in a row, guys. Let's let Chris Berman wrap this one up. What a game. How about those Commanders?
For my partner, Peter O'Keefe, this is Dan Stevens saying goodbye until next time.
All right, gang, great work as always. And with that, we welcome everybody back to the ESPN studios for our ESPN Video Games post-game show. I'm Chris Berman. The Redskins stepped it up for sure, putting up some good numbers. Let's get started in this one early in the third quarter. Kevin Falk is going to show a little athleticism here as he finds an opening, and then look at him go. He's off to the races. A 23-yard play that set up a Redskin touchdown. The Redskins move ahead by 14. Chad Pennington connected with his man on this one. A 19-yard play that set up an Eagle field goal, but they couldn't connect. The Skins, after a missed field goal, Skins winning by 14. Rob Morris was in the right place at the right time, as his interception was a possible momentum shifter. The Eagles have it off an interception. Chad Pennington is back to throw, and look at the finesse he puts on this one. Nice. A 34-yard touchdown for the Eagles. Eagles behind 14-7. Peter Booyah shows some great awareness here as he gets himself into position to pick this one off. The Eagles, after getting an interception, the Eagles with the ball at the 18. Travis Henry would make the first guy miss, then he'd rip off a chunk of yardage here. A 17-yard touchdown for the Eagles. The Skins trying to answer back. Game tied 14-all. Terrell Owens came up with a huge play here as they cover a lot of real estate on this one. The Eagles on defense, Mike would turn things around. Big shift in momentum here as he pounced on a fumble. The defense recovered. Eagles losing 21-14. Travis Henry got the ball here, and it was a defensive meltdown. He's got lots of space ahead. A 73-yard touchdown for the Eagles. The Eagles tie it up again, 21-all. The Skins answer right back. J.P. Lossman would get the carry here. Good blocking up front. It helped to spring him. That set up a 37-yard field goal. Eagles behind by 3. Chad Pennington would drop back and deliver a strike on this one. And that's where we'll leave this one. Skins squeaked out a win, 24-21. Now let's check in with our player of the game. A guy who made one big-time catch after another to help seal the win for his team. Terrell Owens is standing by with Susie Colbert. Suze?
Thank you, Chris. You really showed up today. And you won a close game today. What do you think was the critical factor in getting the W?
Our D-line came up big today. They were making tackles and putting pressure in the pocket. I'm proud of them. That's how we do it.
Back to you, Chris.
Well, that just about does it. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you next time here on ESPN, celebrating 25 years as the worldwide leader in sports. I'm Chris Berman. So long.
All right, guys. Let's wrap this one up. We're going to let Chris Berman take it away one more time. It's going to be a tie up top of the division, but we have the lead as we come into the final 6 games of the regular season. And there they are. We got 3 within the division, and we got a bunch of them at home. We got Pittsburgh, and we got New York. New York was pretty easy the last time we played them. We got New York at home. Then we got Philly again at home. They're going to be looking for revenge. That's going to be a tough stretch. The Philly, San Francisco at Dallas. Philly at home, San Fran at Dallas. Big road trip as well, going all the way to San Francisco, and then Dallas coming back home to finish it up with Minnesota. But we got 6 games left in the regular season here, 6-4. My goodness, guys. Come on back. If we keep going with 2 games per stream, then we will be able to finish this up in no time and get to the end of the regular season. So maybe 3 more streams and then the playoffs. So Chris Berman will take it away. It's the Week 11 wrap-up show. Don't forget to follow, subscribe, hit the thumbs up button if you're watching on YouTube. And this entire 2-hour 20-minute stream, if you missed any of the action, is going up right now on Patreon if you'd rather watch it in one big session instead of watching it in 4 individual episodes. Patreon.com/TBSports is the place to do that. It helps support the channel, and you can watch this entire stream in one session. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Chris Berman is going to wrap up Week 11, and we'll see you guys next time. Tomorrow, be on the lookout. Maybe play some Super Mario Wonder, but keep an eye out and see what we got coming your way tomorrow. I'm going to NXT tonight, so I'll enjoy that, and see you guys next time. Chris, take it away.
This is SportsCenter.
Hi there, I'm Chris Berman. We got a lot of games to cover, so let's get to it. In our first game this week, we had the Steelers come away with a 7-point win. The Falcons lost this one, but will stay at number 2 in the NFC South. In a long-standing NFC rivalry, we had the Lions win their 4th game of the year. We had a big injury in this one, and Trey has the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Chris, thanks. This week had some big injuries, and we'll get to all of them, but we're going to start right here. Robbie Tobeck is arguably the biggest name on this list. Doctors at the hospital reported finding a broken vertebra in his back, and needless to say, he'll be out for the rest of the season. Now, on to even bigger news, as you may have already heard. Darwin Walker is done for the year as he'll watch the rest of the season from the sidelines, and they'll be scrambling now to find someone that can fill his shoes. So that'll do it for now. Boomer, back to you.
Redskins, Eagles. Travis Henry would come up with a big play here as he gets the carry and has clear sailing ahead. The Redskins go on to win this by the final score of 24-21. Torrey Holt had another good performance in the win and showed us why he's ranked up at the top of the league. Justin Gage hauled in over 150 yards receiving and helped his Patriots beat the Chiefs. Down in the Lone Star State in Houston, we had the Texans fall by 10 points. Cardinals, Panthers. The Texans, Aaron Brooks looking over the defense from the 22-yard line, and a pump fake. Everybody stops. Oh, that buys the time for the TD. The Panthers win this one by the final score of 10-6. Down in Tampa, we had the Buccaneers get nipped by 3 points. The Dolphins got 300-plus yards from their offense in their victory at Seattle Stadium. Ravens lost at home and will have to hit the road to meet the Patriots. Colts, Bears. To meet Brian Westbrook would certainly like to help his team get into the end zone. And he's set 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage now. Looks to bounce outside. Does so. Gets a block. Touchdown. 10 yards. The Bears go on to win this by the final score of 24-17. The Rams lost this one and will now fall to second place in the NFC West. Itula Mealy stepped it up this week and gave his team some added firepower for the win. We had an interesting free agency pickup of note here. Trey's got the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Chris, let's switch gears and talk about players that'll have new homes in the National Football League, as free agency continues to play such a huge role in determining a team's makeup. Corey Redding is going to find himself with a new club, and he'll be in a new tax bracket, too. 3 years, $1.7 million. Jameel Cook will also have a new address for a while as he signs a 4-year contract with the Jets. This guy is on the move as he gets a contract for what can only be referred to as crazy money. 6 years, $1.9 million.
Titans, Jaguars. Stephen Davis would certainly like to help his team get into the end zone. And he's set 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage now. Looks to bounce outside. Does so. Gets a block. Touchdown. 10 yards. The Titans win this one by the final score of 16-6. And last but not least, we had the Chargers come away victorious. So that'll just about do it. But before we go, I'm going to toss out a few game balls to my prime-time players. Each and every one of these men had a week to remember. That'll do it, sports fans. I'm Chris Berman, and thanks so much for joining us here in the Bristol studios. We'll see you next week right here on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.